Now we are discussing about economics. In that today we are discussing about NABARD. What is NABARD and its function? NABARD is a development bank, is mandated for providing and regulating credit and other facilities for the promotion and development of agriculture, small scale industries, cottage and village industries, handicrafts and other rural crafts and other allied economic activities in rural areas with a view to promoting. Whatever it is do, it will not do direct finance to those banks. They will give indirect finance to cooperative banks and local banks only. Next point is NABARD fully owned by RBI? Set up with an initial capital of 1,100 crore. Its paid up capital stood at 17,080 crore as on 31st March 2022. Consequent to the revision in the competition of share capital between Government of India and RBI, NABARD today is fully owned by Government of India. It is fully owned by Government of India, especially it is a national bank for agriculture and research development. So only for agricultural and research development, only agriculture related, horticrafts and handicrafts, all these only it will give. So only village income development support it will give. And next point is, what was NABARD formed? National Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development. Rural Development is set up as an apex development bank by the Government of India with a mandate for facilitating credit flow for promotion and development of agriculture, cottage and village industries. What is the difference between RBI and NABARD? To support Indian rural economy with credit facility. RBI was apex body before formation of a NABARD. It resulted in making NABARD as an apex development financial institution in India. The NABARD's role is basically a constitution of the RBI role in the sphere of agriculture and rural development. And next point is, which banks come under NABARD? Institutional development, that is regional rural banks. So NABARD will not give direct loans to farmers and all these units, small units directly by NABARD. But NABARD will provide funds to the following banks, that is regional rural banks, state cooperative banks, district central cooperative banks, primary agricultural credit societies, state cooperation agricultural and rural development banks, primary cooperative agriculture and rural development banks. For these only it will give direct funding, but they will do the refunding to those rural farmers and units and all these. This is the system of the NABARD. So directly they can't do, because it is very administrative problem to them. So NABARD will directly funding to all these regional rural banks, and rural banks will take the responsibility of those farmers and how much is required, how much we have to pay, how much they can pay back. All these they will think, and according to their confirmation they will give loans to regional rural banks. So NABARD will give to rural banks only, regional rural banks funding to them. That is the information. But try to understand the NABARD significance. It will give self-help groups also. Regional rural banks will give support to self-help groups. Suppose handicrafts, handkerchiefs making and handicrafts making. All these things will come under self-help groups. For those SHG groups also, rural banks will give very good support to them, that is regional rural banks. For those, funding will be done by NABARD. NABARD will be funded by Reserve Bank of India. That is the synopsis is going on. And next point is, what are the two objectives of NABARD? Supporting capital in formation in agriculture and allied activities, thereby promoting growth of agriculture, that is fishery, forestry, etc. sectors. Directing flow of credit for promotion of thirst trust activities of GOI and NABARD. That means Government of India and NABARD to meet the credit requirements of JLGs and SHGs. Next point is NABARD tax-free. The advantages of investing in NABARD tax-free bonds. The investment income, the interest income from this bond is tax-free and is payable annually. Investors who don't have a demat account need not worry, as these bonds can be held in physical form also. The NABARD tax-free bonds have an AAA rating. The next point is who is eligible for NABARD. As NABARD grade, a 2023 age limit criteria is likely to remain same as the 2022 age limit criteria. As per the 2022 age limit criteria, you should be between 21 and 30 years of age as on July 1st, 2022. You must have been born not earlier than 1992 and not later than 2001 to be eligible for the exam. That is, in the age they should be there, that is around 25 or 30 years. And does NABARD give loan? NABARD provides cooperative banks and regional rural banks loans and advances repayable on demand or on the expiry of fixed periods not exceeding 12 months by way of refinance for production, marketing and procurement activities. Next point is which is the highest post in NABARD. The hierarchy of posts are NABARD is assistant manager, then assistant AGM, that is assistant general manager, then general manager, chief general manager and executive director and director. In all levels they will have their own responsibilities of all the payments and repayments and confirmations, etc. And next point is what are the schemes of NABARD? Government sponsored schemes. Government will sponsor some schemes. For those only, NABARD will try to give, not to try, they will give loans to them. They will give funding to them, those rural areas and rural banks, regional rural banks. Farm sector, dairy entrepreneurship development scheme, capital investment subsidy scheme for commercial production units for organic, biological inputs, agriculture, agri-clinic and agri-business centers schemes. Off-farm sector, credit-linked capital subsidy scheme, NRLM and NULM, that is Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana. And next point is which funds are managed by NABARD. Government of India created the RIDF in NABARD in 1995 to 96 with an initial corpus of 2000 crores. And next point is what is the role of NABARD in agriculture. It is very major role in agriculture. NABARD role is very big role in agriculture in India. NABARD is a development bank with a mandate for providing and regulating credit for the developing of agriculture, small scale industries, cottage and village industries, handicrafts and other allied economic activities in rural areas to promote prosperity of rural areas. And next point is what are the benefits of NABARD. The NABARD scheme aims to provide funds for India's rural infrastructure to enable long-term irrigation practices, generally offering financial services and aid for the development and improvement of rural India, planning, implementing and managing and funding programs for farming and agricultural activities. Next point is how does NABARD earn profit? NABARD raises funds through market borrowings, loans from union government and borrowings in foreign currency from abroad. Apart from these, they also borrow funds from RBI. Their borrowings are mainly from three sources. This is the information for NABARD. So, especially in India, the NABARD plays a major role in agriculture development, but it will not give direct finance, but it will give indirect finance. So, through rural regional banks, it will supply funding. that is the information regarding NABARD. NABARD has a major role in Indian industry, especially in Indian banks. NABARD is having its own role for agricultural safety and prosperity. Wishing you all the best.